I reported my teenage stepdaughter to the school counselor after reading her diary and discovering she's been self-harming, and now she's saying I violated her privacy and destroyed her trust when I was just trying to save her life. I'm 38, and I've been married to my husband Craig for 4 years. He has a daughter from his first marriage, Nora, who's 15. Nora lives with us full-time. Her biological mother is in another state and barely involved. I've tried really hard to build a relationship with Nora, but it's been difficult. She's always been distant with me. About 2 months ago, I noticed changes in Nora. She started wearing long sleeves all the time even though it's been warm. She seemed more withdrawn, spending all her time in her room. She stopped eating dinner with us most nights. When I'd try to talk to her, she'd shut down. I mentioned it to Craig. He said teenagers are moody and to give her space. I said it seemed like more than normal teenage stuff. Craig said I was overreacting because I'd never raised a teenager before. Last week, I was putting away laundry in Nora's room while she was at school. I noticed her diary sitting on her desk. I've never read it before because I believe in privacy, but something told me to look. I opened it. The entries from the past month were devastating. Nora wrote about hating herself, about feeling like nobody cared about her mom abandoning her, and she wrote about cutting herself. She described it in detail, where she was doing it, how it made her feel, how she was hiding it. I felt sick. I kept reading. She'd been cutting for at least 6 weeks based on the entries. She wrote about how it was the only thing that made her feel better, how she was getting better at hiding it. I immediately called Craig at work. I told him what I'd found. Craig was shocked and said we needed to talk to Nora. I said we should get her professional help immediately. Craig agreed. When Nora got home from school, we confronted her. I told her I'd read her diary and we knew about the cutting. Nora's face went white and then red. She started screaming at me. She asked how I could invade her privacy like that. I said I was worried about her. Nora said I had no right to read her diary. She said those were her private thoughts and I'd violated something sacred. I said her safety was more important than her privacy. Nora ran to her room and slammed the door. Craig and I talked about what to do. I said we needed to tell her school counselor so she could get support there too. Craig wasn't sure. He wanted to handle it privately with a therapist. I said the school needed to know in case she was in crisis during the day. The next morning, I called Nora's school and asked to speak to the counselor. I explained the situation and what I'd discovered in the diary. The counselor thanked me and said they'd pull Nora in to talk to her that day. The counselor called Nora out of class. Nora figured out I told the school. She came home furious. She said I'd humiliated her by telling the school her private business. I said I was trying to get her help. Nora said if I'd really wanted to help, I would have talked to her privately and respected her boundaries. She said now everyone at school would know because counselors have to tell teachers to watch for warning signs. I said her safety mattered more than her reputation. Nora said she'll never trust me again. She said I proved I don't respect her by reading her diary and then making it worse by telling the school. She said a real mother would have handled this differently. Craig is conflicted. He agrees Nora needs help, but he's upset I went to the school without discussing it with him more. He thinks we should have started with a private therapist and kept it in the family. Nora has been completely shut down. She won't speak to me at all. The school has assigned her mandatory counseling sessions. We found her a therapist who she starts seeing next week. Nora told her biological mother what happened, and her mother called me screaming about violating Nora's privacy. My best friend thinks I did the right thing. My sister thinks I should have respected the diary as off limits. I keep thinking about those diary entries describing the cutting. I couldn't just do nothing. Am I the asshole?